we don't have to be embarrassed about wanting sex or not wanting it.
Your financial status.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you see youths and teenagers, they now go into a lot of things, cyber crimes, prostitution, drug, all these unnecessary things just to impress others. They want to compete with their mates who are above them. You don't have to be ashamed of your financial status. If you are poor, just own up to it, work hard.
We don't have to be embarrassed about being a feminist. If you are a feminist, there's nothing wrong with it. Let me Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm good Eric. If you're new here, hi, please stay by clicking the subscribe button, liking this video, and turning on your notification bell to always get notified whenever I post. And if you're not new, you know we're besties already. Welcome back. With me here is
Blessing.
okay guys, so Blessing and I will be talking about 20 things we shouldn't be embarrassed about. 20 things we shouldn't be embarrassed about. As a girl, a woman, a lady, you don't have to be embarrassed about these things. The first one on my list is opening the calculator app whenever you need to calculate. Opening the calculator app whenever you need to calculate, I don't think there is anything wrong with that, or there is anything embarrassing about using your phone or using your calculator to calculate something. What if you're talking millions? I don't think there's anything embarrassed about it. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't like mathematics. Knowing maths is not by force. At least you know the basic ones now, right? But not everybody knows how to calculate real fast. And for me, I use calculator regardless of the fact that I'm good with calculating money. I still use calculator to calculate to be sure, you know, I'm on the right track, especially when I'm dealing with my clients. If you're talking millions, you can't tell me you use your brain to do all the plus and minus. Some people can be that fast though, but definitely not me. I'm not really fast in calculation, so I better use my calculator, and I'm not embarrassed. And you shouldn't be embarrassed about it as well. There's nothing embarrassing about it. You don't know maths, you don't know maths, forget it, you cannot kill yourself. So yeah.
Okay, mine will be your body.
Okay.
Most people suffer from inferiority complex, always looking at the mirror, checking themselves out. Even those who have marks on their faces, stretch marks on their body, big stomach, they're not comfortable with it. They can never wear some kind of clothes outside because they are ashamed. And what would this one say about me? What would that one say about me? You don't have to be ashamed. Love your body. It was given to you by God. You just have to be comfortable with it.
True.
Go out, wear whatever thing you want to wear.
True.
Go out with your marks on your face, with your stretch marks. Wear handless clothes. Do anything you think you can do. Don't just be ashamed.
Okay. For me, if you can work on those things, you work on them. You have big stomach, you can work on it. You can exercise to, of course, burn fats. Whatever, you can work on them if you want to. Stretch mark, you can use some ointment to reduce the appearance or whatever. Do it if you want to do that, but please don't be ashamed of that body you have. First of all, accept yourself and love that body for you, then you work on them. There's nothing wrong with it. And some things you know you cannot change, move. You know, you can't kill yourself. Okay, so yeah, that is 2. Number 3 is talking about your period or going to the supermarket to buy pads and tampons and hiding them under other items in your shopping cart. But why would people be embarrassed about talking about periods? It's funny to me. I can't be embarrassed about my period. This is something men, women know. This is our monthly visitor. You cannot stop it unless you're pregnant though, or unless maybe you have any underlying illness. That's yeah, but you can't stop it. Every man knows that women menstruate or have their period. Do you understand? So there's nothing embarrassing about it. And buying pads too is embarrassing. What? I remember sometime when I was dating, I was like, I think we went out and my period came immediately. My boyfriend at that time went to the supermarket to buy me pads, and he bought like 15 because of course he doesn't know. Yeah, he bought 15 pads for me. because he doesn't even know how long they last. But he wasn't ashamed. Why will a girl be ashamed? This is your body you're talking about. This is period. This is something everybody knows that comes every month. You should be proud of it. Seeing it already makes you, have that mind that yes, you're even,
Girl,
yeah, I don't really understand. So there's nothing embarrassing about talking about your periods and buying pads or tampons. Please don't be embarrassed about these things. There's just nothing embarrassing about it. Okay?
Okay, number 4, your clothes. Some girls are not happy about the clothes they have, and it bothers them a lot, making them go into other activities. They want to do bad things to be able to afford clothes, to impress people that they will give the fuck about them.
Like they are not contented with the
Yes,
amount of clothes
clothes
they
they
have,
have,
or
yeah.
maybe the trendy
The
clothes.
training clothes, they don't have it. The one
But
you
that's
have,
crazy. Why
you have
they-
to keep it. Yeah, don't be ashamed of anything. Because these people you are trying to impress, they don't even care about you.
Yeah.
Just be satisfied. Wear anything you want to wear. Even if
Exactly.
it's wrapper you have to tie, guy.
Be
tie
you,
it.
do you.
Don't be. Even if you have
Nobody
one particular
cares.
cloth you want to wear for a week, wear it. Nobody cares about you.
Nobody cares.
Just do yourself. And
If
be
you
true
have
to
one
yourself.
clothes, wear it. If you have 4 clothes, you can
Yes.
pair them. Wear it. Yes, now
You do
there
wash and
there are
wear.
even people that say you can't wear one clothes and snap on Instagram. When you snap and post, you shouldn't repeat that clothes. Who told you that? I bought that clothes with my money.
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat my clothes. I'm going to repeat my shoe until I'm tired of it. Then I do whatever I want to do with it. But you can't tell me because I don't have this amount of clothes, I can't, be proud of myself. I'll be embarrassed. You don't have to be embarrassed about these things. Come on now. Okay, the next one on my list is you don't have to be embarrassed about saying I want to see you, I miss you, or I love you first. Me. Why are you giving me that? I say I'm guilty of that. So I'm not embarrassed. Mine is that I'm not embarrassed. Just that it's just like I don't know. It's a hard not. Or how did they even say that into crack? Like it's difficult for me to just say it. I feel like you have to be worth it. You have to work for it. If I say, but there's nothing embarrassing about it. If you have friends and you miss them, tell them. If you want to see them, tell them. If it's your boyfriend or so, you tell your guy you want to see him or you miss him or you love him. There's nothing wrong with you saying all of this first. Say your mind, express how you feel, open up, say, just pick up. Do you get? Say it the way it is for you. Let the person know. It's up to the person to know what they want to do with it, and if they don't receive it well, so be it. You've already said it and you're clear. Be open to saying I miss you, I love you, I want to see you. Don't worry, nobody will beat you. Don't have to be embarrassed about it. Don't be embarrassed about it. Okay?
Okay, the 4th one will be your job. Okay, your job. You don't have to be ashamed of whatever you do. Be it mechanic, hawker, gatesman, whatever job you do,
True.
you don't have to be ashamed of
Be
it.
proud of it.
Because that's where you get your daily income from.
Exactly.
That's what you do to survive.
Yeah.
You have to flaunt your job. You just have to do anything. Don't be ashamed of whatever thing you do. Just own it up. Tell people when they ask what kind of job you do, just tell them this and that. You don't have to be ashamed of whatever you do because that puts food on your table.
Yeah, they said there is dignity in labor, right?
Yeah.
So be proud of whatever you do. As far as what you're doing is legal and you're not, of course, you're not killing anybody, you're not cutting neck. But that thing you're doing that puts food on your table, be proud of it. Do it with your full chest. You owe nobody any explanation. Tell them I said so. They won't beat you. Okay. Right. The next one, my list is you don't have to be embarrassed about your house. But people do. Why would you be embarrassed about your house? The place you sleep every day, your shelter, you're embarrassed about it. Do you know there are people that are on the street that don't have where to sleep? So you have and you're embarrassed about it because maybe it doesn't fit the aesthetics of your friends or whatever people. Or why? This house, you're paying the rent. Even if you're not paying the rent, it is a place where you lay your head. It's a place where you go. That is a comfort zone. You go out, you come to rest there. You don't have to be embarrassed about it. You might not have it all right now. You might not have everything put together right now, but be rest assured it will come later. Be proud of what you have. Be happy with what you have at that time. While you work out for more, while you pray for more, while you work out for a better, house. But whatever you have, wherever you're staying, be happy about it. Don't be embarrassed about it. Okay, especially when you're paying rent. Do you know what it means to bring out your money to pay rent every year?
It's
No
not
way.
easy.
I can't be embarrassed about my house. If they don't like it, they should get me somewhere better, much more better. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, the next on my list is your financial status. Nowadays, you see youths, teenagers going into cyber crimes, robbery, prostitution, even drugs, because they want to compete with their mates who are above them. You don't have to be ashamed of your financial status.
True.
Just be contented with what you have. Work hard, pray to God. With time, God will give you that grace or the power to be able to achieve whatever thing you want. You'll be able to afford anything you want. You don't need to be ashamed. If you are poor, you just have to work hard.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed of your financial status.
There's nothing embarrassing. If you don't have the money now, you always have tomorrow. Pixel said, reason with me. If I no get today, I will get them tomorrow. So why are you embarrassed? Okay, you're working, so keep working. It will come. Peace, yeah. Okay, the next on my list is you don't have to. Let me just say, we don't have to be embarrassed about wanting sex or not wanting it. And this one is actually very easy. Sex is usually a topic people don't want to talk about, right? There is nothing embarrassing about you wanting too much sex. Or, of course, too much of everything is bad, but there's nothing embarrassing about you wanting sex. Some people have low libido, some people have high libido, So, I might not want sex or too much of it, the other person might want. It doesn't make that other person a bad person or spoiled or whatever. It doesn't make me, a good girl, a churchy girl, whatever. No, there is nothing wrong with it. As human, if that is how your body operates, go by it. If my body doesn't want the whole sex too much, that's okay. I'm still a normal person. If you want too much sex, it does not make you abnormal. You are still normal, right? There is nothing wrong with you saying, I love sex. There's nothing wrong with you saying, I want sex. If you have a partner, you can tell your partner you want sex, you want him now, you want... That is all on you. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Just speak up. Learn to speak. If you have him, know how. Even if you cannot even tell your partner you want sex, there's a way to, let him know that, okay, it's time. So you don't have to be embarrassed about wanting sex or not wanting sex. Okay? Yeah.
Alright, the next on my list will be your educational background.
Okay.
You don't have to be ashamed of your educational background, no matter what. You should not be ashamed of your educational background because you didn't finish your school or you didn't go to the best of schools. You don't have to be ashamed. Alright? It's what your parents have that they can.
Yeah, there's
can,
actually nothing wrong with it. Whether private
or government, you don't have to be ashamed of it.
Be proud of it.
Yeah.
Be proud of it. The most important thing is you came out strong. You came out, you're intelligent, so it might even be the best. It might even be better than some people that went to
private school.
So there's nothing embarrassing about it. Be proud of it. Even if you didn't go to school. Don't worry. There are people now that are big that didn't even go to school.
No.
You know Facebook, Mark, did he finish school? No, he didn't. But he's making it today. Do you know how many social media is on his name now? I bet he's one with WhatsApp, Facebook, and what again? I think IG. So please, there's just nothing wrong with it. Don't be embarrassed. Okay? The next one on my list is we don't have to be embarrassed about getting older. This one is actually a topic we are not really ready to talk about like that, but first off, why do people hide their age? I want to speak, I don't know about outsiders, but I'm talking about Nigerians, like, why do they always hide their age? They don't tell people they're always embarrassed about saying they are 30, they are 28, they are 25. Is there anything wrong with old age that I need to know? Because this thing is just a number. It doesn't stop your achievement. It doesn't even stop you from getting whatever height you want to get or whatever you want to achieve. It doesn't stop you from marrying any kind of man you want to marry, unless maybe the person doesn't even love you. With my knowledge, I know people in their 50s still get married. So don't be embarrassed about your age. If you're 30, own up. Stand me. I will tell you my age. I don't even look my age. I look younger, and I'm so proud of myself. Even if you look older, please own up to it. Be proud of it. It's your age. Do you know the experience you've gone through? If you're 28, do you know what it means to have 28 years experience? If you're 30 or 35, do you know what it means to have this experience? So please, don't be embarrassed about your age. There's nothing wrong with old age. For me, I feel that it's a blessing. You're alive. So please, be appreciative and don't be embarrassed about your age. Okay?
Alright, the next on my list will be never be ashamed of treating yourself. Never feel guilty of spending too much on yourself or about the people you care about.
Right.
You've earned it, you've worked for it.
True.
You don't have to be ashamed.
Yeah.
Go get whatever you want, things you need, go for shopping, whatever thing you think you can afford at that moment. You don't have to be ashamed of it.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I've always embarrassing about treating yourself. There's actually nothing wrong with it. So guys, please, all these things are minor things. I see nothing embarrassing, but people just see things out of nothing.
Overthink things.
Yeah. Okay. Next on my list is this is a bit controversial, but I'm going to say it regardless. We don't have to be embarrassed about being a feminist. If you are a feminist, there's nothing wrong with it. Let me read what I wrote here so you listen. A lot of people talk about feminism, but they don't really know the meaning of they just say, I'm not a feminist, I'm a feminist. Listen to this. Feminism isn't a scary word. It's simply the belief that all women should have equal rights to men, not more, the same, and supporting supporting other women and their achievements is something we should be proud of. I don't think there's anything wrong with I don't think there's anything wrong with being a feminist. I consider myself one. Some people even see me as one. But the only problem feminists have these days is when they start going into their marriage, taking the whole thing to their marriage, saying, oh, we have to be equal with my husband, when the Bible says the man is the head and you're the support system. I cannot preach feminism down to your marriage. But when it comes to workspace, when it comes to politics, when it comes to any other thing, please, yes, I see myself as a feminist. But when it comes to my home, or of course now, my husband will be the head that he is. I will be the support system. So there's nothing wrong with you being a feminist. It's just for you to get equal rights with men out there, workspace, right? So you have right to vote and be voted for. You have freedom of speech. You have, there are rights that come with these things. That is all feminism is about. So if you're a feminist with your full chest, carry it and be a feminist. No, you don't have to be embarrassed about it. I'm a feminist, but not the wrong feminist we have these days. Okay? So yeah, don't be embarrassed about being a feminist. Ciao.
Alright, the next on my list will be don't be ashamed of asking for help.
Oh, that one is me. I'm guilty of that.
Don't be ashamed at all. When you need help, when you financial help, moral support, any type of help, it may not be money wise.
Yeah.
There are lots of help you can ask from people. You don't have to be ashamed of it. Carry your phone, look at your contact. The people you think when you ask for help from them, they'll be able to listen to you or help you. You don't need to be ashamed of it. Ask for help because you need. Some of us now, we are dying inside. We cannot ask for help because we are ashamed. So you have to come out and ask for help.
Okay, ask for help, just like she said. There's nothing wrong with me. Like I said, I'm guilty of it. I don't even know how to ask my friends. If I'm broke, for instance, I don't know how to ask. But I told myself, I'm breaking myself free from such chain. I have to ask for it. You can't do it all by yourself. You can just not do it all by yourself. That's why we always talk about you networking, having good network. When you need help, ask. No man is an island, just like they say. So, and that thing is true. So always ask for help when you need it. Okay, and ask the right people. There are people you ask, they'll go and tell the next person that you asked. But anyway, the next on my list is we don't have to be embarrassed about being selfish occasionally. If you're not new to my channel, I talk about putting yourself first, right? You can care about every other person, no problem, but always remember to put yourself first. Your mental health, your well-being, everything. Put yourself first. You come first. You have to pour into yourself before you start pouring into someone. You can't give what you don't have. So learn to put yourself first. There is nothing absolutely wrong with it. I'm a keen believer of that, and I'll stand by it. Put yourself first. Say no when you need to say no. There's nothing wrong with it. If you don't want to go to club and your friends are calling you for it, say you can decline. There's nothing wrong with it. So don't be embarrassed, by putting yourself and being selfish. There's nothing embarrassing about being selfish. Okay?
Alright, the next on my list will be you don't have to be ashamed of being too fat or skinny. Just own it to yourself. You don't have to be ashamed. If you're
Very
fat,
true.
if you're skinny,
Yeah.
take it like that. The only advice I have is when you are too fat, you work on yourself. You don't need to say, I don't want to go out today because people will laugh at me because I'm too fat. Or the ones that are skinny, I'm just too skinny. Look at my neck, look at my bones everywhere. You'll be ashamed. You cannot even come out wherever you wake. Say, God, look at me. You're looking at the mirror. Why am I like this? Why is my neck like this? Why? You don't have to be ashamed about it. All right.
Yes. So
Appreciate yourself.
if you're slim, you're slim. If you're fat, you're fat. You don't even have to mold yourself to someone's standard because you want a guy to like you. You just want to. No, if that is the reason why you want to lose weight, stop that. Don't lose that weight. If a man likes a slim girl, you should go out there and look for a slim girl. If you want a fat girl, go and look for a fat girl. If you want how do they even call apple shape or whatever shape,
Whatever
look for them.
you want, go out
Please
and look for it.
don't work on yourself because someone said you should, or because you want to meet somebody's standards. What if you finish working on yourself and he goes after another person? Be okay with your body until you want to change, then you work on it, and work on it because you want to work on it for yourself, for your own well-being. Do you get? So not because you want to please somebody, it's for yourself. So don't be embarrassed about your size, right? So the next on my list is we should not be embarrassed about telling our friends we are not able to afford some things. And this thing is true. This happens a lot, especially this our age now. It happens a lot where your friends are using stuff. Maybe they are using these bags that are really now, these designer bags, and you can't afford it, and you're feeling so ashamed to tell them that, oh, I can't afford this, because they are your friends. You want to do everything possible. Some people even go as far as sleeping with guys just because they want to afford the latest. You don't have to do that. Don't be embarrassed about not having enough to afford whatever it is. If you don't have the money, you tell them, I simply don't have it. Some friends will go as far as buying it for you if they really care. So you don't have to be embarrassed about not having enough to afford whatever it is. Okay? If you don't have it, you can't kill yourself. You can save up for it. You can work towards it. Or whenever you're being favored with money, you get it. But please don't be embarrassed about it. Okay? Yeah.
Alright, the next on my list
Is that your final one?
No.
Okay.
The next on my list will be your face and facial appearance. This applies to most women who always want to look beautiful and very attractive.
Yeah.
You see some of them, they will wear face full makeup.
Just going to the market.
I'm telling you.
Why would
hide
girl?
the gift God has given to you. You don't have to put on makeup on your face. Whatever face you have, the shape you have, just be appreciative.
True.
God created you for a purpose.
Yeah.
Nobody can create a human being, so you don't have to be ashamed of your face. Even if you have face that fall or any kind of face you have, you don't have to be ashamed of it.
True. Some people see their role models on social media and be like, oh, I want my face to be like this. So if their face is not like that,
Yes.
they'll start feeling less of themselves because, oh, I can't be like this person. I can't be like. You don't have to be. You don't even have to wear full makeup just because you want to go to the market. Mercy, if a guy sees you and he likes you, will like you like that. The only advice I will give you is work on your face, your body. Like just work on yourself. If your face, you're not proud of the face, work on it. I have video on my channel on how to get a smooth face, how to get rid of acne, how to get rid of sunburn. So you go there and work on it. If you have a smooth face, you use less makeup. I don't think there is anything. Of course, makeup enhances your beauty, but you don't have to overdo it. So just go. You can go out with your face. Be proud of your face, even if you have acne. We know acne causes of acne. We know some of them are natural, some of them are hormonal.
Yeah.
So there's nothing embarrassing. You shouldn't be embarrassed about it. Why are you even embarrassed? Accept it. The most important thing is The best way to solve a problem is when you acknowledge you have this problem. So accept it first, then you work on it. And be proud of your face, be proud of your body, be proud of everything you have. Okay?
Period.
Then last and final point on my list is we don't have to be embarrassed about using an iPhone 8 when there is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. There is nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Me, I've used my iPhone for like 3 years. 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, before changing to this one. And I used it for work. Yes, I had 15 came out, 14 even came out, then I was still using 13 Pro. I didn't care. Why? Because it was giving me what I wanted. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm not trying to please anybody. It's giving me money, so I'm working. Unless that phone develop any issue, if there is fault, then I'll change it, just like I did. But if there is none, I'm using my phone. If I have enough money or I just want to spoil myself to a new phone, I will do that. But not because this other person is using it, I have to use it. No. Or this new one is out. Some people, once iPhone 17 comes, they are going to buy it. They are upgrading. If you have the money, by all means, do what you want to do with your money. But if you don't have, don't be embarrassed. When the money comes, spoil yourself the way you want to spoil yourself. But don't go sleeping with men because you want to, get the new iPhone. You can use the iPhone 8 and be proud of it. Your confidence is what matters. They can use it and come out. Even the person with iPhone 14 will be like, really? So please, there is sense in what I'm saying. No, take this. Take this.
Alright, the last on my list will be not wanting to get married and having kids. Why are you ashamed of not wanting to get married and have kids? Marriage is a beautiful thing. Or maybe it's because of where you're coming from. You've seen ugly marriages. You've seen how kids are stressing their parents. You don't want to get married and you don't want to have kids. You don't have to be ashamed about it.
Yeah.
Marriage, like I said, marriage is a beautiful thing. When you meet the right person who treats you like a queen, there's nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah, if you don't want to get married, by all means, that's what you want. I saw a video on Instagram about a girl in her 30s that said she don't want to get married. What did she even say? She said she doesn't want to get married. She just want to have pets. No marriage. She wants to be all by herself. She has decided it. And the comment section, some people were not good with that now. They were not getting well with all of this stuff. But for me, I'm like, the first thing when I see things like that, I tell myself, your life, your rules. If that makes you happy, please, by all means. I'm not living my life for my parents. I love marriage and I want to get married someday to a good man, okay? And have kids, of course. So, but if that marriage doesn't come, will you kill yourself? They didn't tie your placenta with any man. You came up by yourself. So, if you don't want to marry or you're not married, don't be embarrassed about it. Don't be embarrassed about telling someone, no, I don't want to get married. I love my peace. I want to be all by myself. There is no shame in that. Accept it with your full chest and tell everybody that asks you. You don't even have to tell them. Who cares?
No,
you don't have. You don't owe anybody any explanation. If you don't want marriage, good. Personally, I do want marriage for myself.
I want to have kids.
But does not mean I'm desperate about it or I'm going. Is a do or die. I'm going to kill myself if it doesn't come. No, I will still love myself, treat myself right, and still live this life to the fullest. Okay. So guys, these are the points we have for you. These are the things we shouldn't be embarrassed about. Please, if you have some more that we've not listed here, put them down in the comment section. We'll continue the conversation down there. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.